So it seems like since the beginning of the season, the players that have been talked about the most for MVP have been Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Luka Doncic, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. And while they all deserve to get the hype, and one of those players will actually probably win the award, as it would have for sure been Joel Embiid had he never got injured, and now it's looking like Nikola Jokic is the leader to win his third MVP this season, but there's still a few players that have been consistently balling out and carrying their team throughout the season that I feel aren't getting talked about enough and have valid reasons to win the MVP. The first player that isn't getting talked about enough has to be Donovan Mitchell. An obvious reason that he's not getting the attention he deserves is because he plays in one of the smallest markets there is in Cleveland, and unless it's LeBron, there's no one paying attention to them. But Donovan has been balling out this season, averaging 28 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists, and he struggled a bit with injuries, missing 11 games, but not as bad as some of his teammates like his backcourt partner Darius Garland, who's missed 24 games, and Evan Mobley has missed 23. And with all the injuries that Donovan's Cavaliers have suffered, they're currently 38-19 as the second seed in the East and are 20-5 since the new year. His impact is always felt when he isn't playing because the Cavaliers are only 6-5 without him this season and just recently lost 2 games without him against the Magic and the depleted 76ers. So Donovan Mitchell is having the best season of his career, and the Cavaliers are 32-14 with him playing this season and should definitely be receiving more attention for most valuable player. Another player that can easily be in MVP conversations is Jalen Brunson. Jalen is averaging a career high in both points and assists this season at about 28 points and 7 assists with 4 rebounds. Jalen's such a reliable star player as he's only missed 4 games this season and plays 36 minutes a night because Tibbs doesn't take out his players, and he shoots pretty efficient at 48% from the field and 40% from 3 with a 59 true shooting percentage. Jalen's had 5 games with over 40 points and 1 game with 50 points. His Knicks have also been bombarded with injuries as Mitchell Robinson has missed 38 games and counting, while Julius Randle has missed 13 so far and is still struggling with a shoulder injury. One of the newest Knicks, OG Anunoby, also hasn't played in a month due to an elbow injury. Despite all those injuries from some of the Knicks' best players, Jalen's heroics have kept New York afloat as the 4th seed in the East, and since Randle's injury on January 27th, Brunson has been averaging 32 points, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. Brunson's been carrying the Knicks this season, and in the small 4-game sample size with him not playing, the Knicks are 1-3 and only average 100 points, and when he plays, they average 114 points, which shows his impact even more. The last player that has a real case for MVP is Jason Tatum. Tatum's been getting a ton of hype for MVP the past couple weeks, and a lot of people hate the attention that he's been getting because they say that his team is just so much better than every other roster, and that even without him, the Celtics would still be an amazing team, but I think that he does deserve the hype that he's been getting. The Celtics have had the best record in the NBA all season, and right now they're 46-12, which is 8 games ahead of the 2nd seed Cavaliers, and 4.5 games ahead of the Timberwolves, who are the 1st seed in the West. So Tatum is the best player on the best team, and averages 27 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists with a steal a game. He leads the best team in the league in points, rebounds, assists, and is tied for the most steals. The Celtics are currently on a 9-game winning streak, and in those games, JT's numbers have been even better at 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. Tatum's not getting the points per game like some of the higher candidates like he was last season due to the talent around him, but his playmaking has gotten much better from it. Jason also has the 3rd highest plus-minus in the NBA, and his defense is second to none, which he definitely doesn't get enough credit for. 2 other guys that deserve more attention for MVP are Anthony Edwards and Domantas Sabonis. Ant averages 26, 5, and 5 on the best team in the Western Conference, and Sabonis averages 20 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists, and leads the league in triple doubles and double doubles.